Estimates of the number of languages spoken in Africa vary widely, ranging from 700 to over 3,000. Nigeria alone is home to over 500 languages, making it one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world. Excluding Arabic, which is not confined to Africa, the most widely spoken African languages are Swahili and Hausa, each boasting over 50 million speakers. Several languages, often mistakenly referred to as dialectics due to their limited number of speakers, are spoken by only a few thousand people. The average African language has about 200,000 speakers, with only a few dozen languages surpassing the 1 million speaker mark. While many African languages are used in radio, newspapers, and primary school education, and some larger ones are considered national languages, only a few are official at the national level. In Sub-Saharan Africa, most national languages are colonial, such as French, Portuguese, or English. According to the most recent and widely accepted scholarly classification, African languages are grouped into four main language families: Afro-Asiatic, Nilo-Saharan, Khoisan, and Niger-Congo. Scholars have not conclusively established the relationships among all the languages within the Nilo-Saharan and Khoisan families. A language family is a group of related languages that are presumably originating from a single source. These families are often subdivided into branches of more closely related languages. Some African linguistic families are believed to have histories extending over 5,000 years. The first family we shall look at is the Afro-Asiatic language family. This family forms the most significant group spoken in North Africa. This diverse family includes several key subfamilies such as the Berbers, Chadic languages, Cushitic, Omotic, Ancient Egyptian, and Semitic. The Semitic branch extends beyond Africa, with Arabic being its most widely spoken language. Arabic dominates North Africa from Morocco to Egypt and also Sudan. Another notable Semitic language is Amharic, the official language of Ethiopia, spoken by over 12 million people. Ethiopia's national epic, the Kebra Nagasta, also known as the Glory of the Kings, is written in ancient Ge'ez, a now extinct language that also preserves several apocryphal books not found in any other language. Other African Semitic languages include Tigrinya in northern Ethiopia and Eritrea, and Tigray in Eritrea. The Berber languages, another Afro-Asiatic branch, are spoken by a significant portion of the population in Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, as well as by scattered groups across North Africa and along the southern edges of the Sahara in West Africa. The Cushitic branch, spoken mainly in Ethiopia, Somalia, and parts of East Africa, includes major languages like Oromo and Somali. Ancient Egyptian, though it has no living descendants, is still used in the rituals of the Coptic Christian Church in Egypt and belongs to this family as well. In northern Nigeria and Cameroon, we find the Chadic languages of the Afro-Asiatic family. The most prominent Chadic language is Hausa, one of the two most widely spoken indigenous languages in Sub-Saharan Africa. Hausa plays a crucial role in education and trade across the vast West African region, extending far beyond its original borders. Numerous Hausa newspapers are published and its body of literature continues to expand. The second family is the Nilo-Saharan family. The Nilo-Saharan languages stretch in a broken chain from the Great Bend of the Niger River in West Africa to Ethiopia, covering much of the Upper Nile Valley and parts of Uganda and Kenya. The westernmost member of this family is Songhai, spoken along much of the middle Niger River. The Saharan branch includes languages spoken from northwestern Nigeria through Chad to the Oasis settlements of Libya. Although this region is sparsely populated, Kanuri, the major language of the Saharan branch, has over 4 million speakers. The Chari-Nile branch of the Nilo-Saharan family spans southern Chad, Sudan, and much of Uganda and Kenya, and the northern eastern corners of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. This branch includes the Nubian languages spoken along the Nile near Egyptian southern border and its scattered southwestern areas. The Nubian alphabet was derived from the ancient Egyptian alphabet, and the Nubian language and its documentations from the 8th to 14th century form the only pre-modern literature of a living African language. The Nilotic language, another significant group within the Chari-Nile branch, are spoken in southern Sudan and northern Uganda and Kenya. Key Nilotic languages include Dinka, Nwa, Shilluk, Alu, Luo, and Maasai. Additionally, the small Mabana and Komuzo groups, along with the single language Fa, belong to the Nilo-Saharan family. The third language family is the Khoisan family. The Khoisan, or click languages, form the smallest language family in Africa, predominantly spoken by the Khoikhoi and San people of southern Africa. The largest of these languages is Nama, with about 100,000 speakers. In a surprising northeastern extension, two possible Khoisan languages are found in Tanzania: Sandawe, with about 70,000 speakers, and the much smaller Hadza language. However, some scholars debate whether these Tanzanian languages belong to the Khoisan family or they should be classified elsewhere. The Khoisan languages are famous for their distinctive click sound, which sets them apart from other languages. In many Khoisan languages, nearly every word begins with a click. These sounds are produced through a unique sucking action of the tongue with variation in tongue position and airflow, creating different types of clicks. When written, clicks are often represented by unused letters such as S, Q, and X, or by special symbols such as exclamation marks. Additionally, some Khoisan languages feature a system of grammatical gender, a characteristic they share with the Afro-Asiatic language family but found nowhere else in Africa. The fourth, and perhaps the most common, language family is the Niger-Congo family. The Niger-Congo linguistic area covers most of the African continent below the Sahara, with about 3 out of 4 African-speaking languages from this family. Despite migrations that likely separated certain branches for over 5,000 years, languages within the Niger-Congo family share many common words for everyday objects and actions. The Kordofanian branch, one of the earliest to diverge, consists of about 30 languages spoken by relatively few people in the Numba Mountains of Sudan. These languages, surrounded by Nilo-Saharan languages and Arabic, exhibit similarities in both vocabulary and grammar to other Niger-Congo branches. Many linguists consider the Mande language, prevalent in West Africa, to be among the oldest offshoots of the Niger-Congo family. Major Mande languages include Mandika, Babara, and Dula, spoken across Senegal, Mali, northern Guinea, and northern Côte d'Ivoire. Other notable Mande languages are Mende in Sierra Leone and Pele in Liberia. Small Mande-speaking communities are scattered as far east as western Nigeria. The largest branch of the Niger-Congo family is Benue-Congo, which includes the vast Bantoid group containing the Bantoid languages. Bantu languages have more speakers than all other Niger-Congo languages combined. Key Bantu languages include Zulu and Xhosa in South Africa, Makua in Mozambique, Nyanja in Malawi, Shona in Zimbabwe, Bemba in Zambia, Mbundu in Angola, Swahili and Sukuma in Tanzania, Kikuyu in Kenya, Baganda in Uganda, Kinyarwanda in Rwanda, Rundi in Burundi, Congo in Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Swana in Southern Africa. Other significant Benue-Congo languages primarily spoken in Nigeria include Yoruba, Igbo, and Edo, which were previously classified in the Kwa branch. The Kwa languages are found along the western coast of Africa from southeastern Nigeria to Liberia. Notable Kwa languages include Ewe in Togo and Ghana, and the Akan languages such as Asante and Fate in Ghana, and Anyi and Baul in Côte d'Ivoire. North of the Kwa region, spanning western Nigeria to Côte d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso, are the Gu languages, including Mosi, Bariba, and Gama. Along the Atlantic coast from Liberia to the desert north of Dakar, Senegal, are the languages of the Atlantic branch. These include Temen in Sierra Leone, Wolfu near Dakar, and Fulani, also known as Ful or Fula, which is widely spoken. Large Fulani-speaking populations are found in Guinea and eastern Nigeria and Cameroon, with scattered communities in between. In southwestern Cote d'Ivoire and southern Liberia are the Kuru languages. The Ejodi languages include Ibibio, spoken in the Niger Delta, and the Dogon languages in northeastern Mali have been proven challenging to classify within the Niger-Congo family. Several languages spoken in Africa belong to language families that originated outside the continent. The first in this category is the Afro-Asian family. Malagasy, the national and co-official language of Madagascar, belongs to the Austronesian family and is the westernmost branch of this group. Ancestors of the Malagasy people migrated from Southeast Asia, especially Brunei, about 1,500 years ago. Despite Madagascar's geographical location, Malagasy retains strong similarity to the Barito language of southern Brunei. With over 20 million speakers, Malagasy is one of the most widely spoken Austronesian languages. The other group is the Indo-European languages. Afrikaner is an Indo-European language that evolved from the Dutch vernacular spoken by settlers in what is now South Africa. Afrikaners developed distinguishing characteristics during the 18th century and is spoken by about 15 to 20 million people, primarily in South Africa and Namibia. Since the colonial era, Indo-European languages like English, French, Portuguese, and Spanish have held official status in many African countries. Germany, though no longer official, is still spoken in Namibia. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content about history and culture of Africa. We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment in your language and let's see how many people can understand it. Until next time, goodbye.